This one is smaller, and it's perfect for small sauces because I know that you are plating a lot of your like 3 Michelin star dishes at home for your kids.
Of course.
So this will be
I will take that spoon to Bulgaria. Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I'm your host, Shawn Walchef. This is a Cali BBQ Media production. Our job is to find the best technologists, the best storytellers, the best restaurateurs at the entire show. We're at the National Restaurant Association show, Josh Sharkey of meez. If you're a restaurant owner, you know how much recipes can suck if your team doesn't execute them. Meez makes it all seamless. We use meez at Cali Barbecue. My team literally... The problem with meez is once you have meez, you can't go back. Like you have a Hoshizaki problem, where like Hoshizaki, their machines are so good that they never, like our ice machine
the best cubes.
They have the best cubes, but like
they do have loud compressors. So when you do a podcast, I don't know if you've had this.
Oh really? No.
There, and you can't turn it off because then you don't get ice for the service. So like, have you ever done a?
I'll talk to the team. I'll talk to.
It's
Hoshizaki.
not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like I was at a podcast at a restaurant last week. And I was like, okay, my video guy was like, okay, can we turn off all the compressors? And they're like, everything but Hoshizaki, because our ice machine can't fucking go down. And it was loud.
One of the things I respect a lot of things about what Josh and his team are building, but the fact that you're a founder, CEO that cares so much about storytelling. We say be the show, not the commercial. You started a podcast. It's one of my favorite podcasts in the industry. You have meaningful conversations, not to talk about meez, not to talk about recipes, not to talk about technology, but to connect with customers, to learn, to be close to problems. What have you learned in your podcasting journey?
Well,
what's the ROI of podcasting? It's my favorite question. What's the ROI of podcasting? What's the return on investment?
Nothing for the first 80 episodes, other than you got to stick with it. I think it's more important what you can do consistently over time as opposed to anything you can do once or twice or 10 times. But the ROI is just so multi-layered because we create connectivity with not just our customers, but with our customers' customers and with the industry. And that's honestly, it's trust. Over time, we're not selling meez, we're selling the stories that we all sort of live with, and we want those told. And for me, what I've learned, independent of it's unequivocal that there's ROI on a podcast because you're telling your story, you're telling other people's stories. By proxy, that means you're telling more of what you believe in. But the hardest thing for me, I don't know about you, is to get people to actually open up.
Really?
You know? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get, especially depending on the guest, if they're
first-time guest, never been on a podcast.
Or the other end of the spectrum where they're
PR team.
They've been on this 100 times.
What are we talking about? Send me the questions beforehand.
And then you know the answers are all that's
canned
what you
answer
say on the thing.
Canned question, canned answer.
And the best part about any podcast, any conversation, whether it's just me and you just talking, not here, but is when we really when we're real, when it really matters, and what you're saying is. There's nothing behind it. It's just what you're thinking. And I think that's when we really get the best conversations.
Well, let's get real right now. What do you care about? What are you excited about right now with your company, this show, 2026? What do you care about?
You know, it's funny. I think what I care most about has only compounded over time. I started this company because, I don't mean to plug meez, but I started this company because I believed that, we as chefs, as kitchens deserved a tool for us, and that meant that we needed something that was built for what we do in the kitchen, and that there are back office systems that are also really, really important and necessary, but we deserve, where our IP goes, where our content goes, we deserve a tool that's built for what we do. And I think what I've learned over time is any time we stray away from that and try to service the other parts of the business, we learn that we got to stick in our lane. And what I'm most excited about is just fucking sticking to our lane of being the greatest recipe tool in the world. And what does that mean today and 2 years and 5 years down the line? And just, every day we learn that there's more that we can do to make the experience of recipes better. And on that note, by the way, I didn't give you something last time
What was I supposed to get?
that I brought for you.
You brought something? Oh, I like that.
So, this is a Kunz spoon.
A Kunz spoon.
Kunz.
Kunz spoon.
So if you're a chef
okay.
and you weren't born in the last 20 years, you were born before that, Gray Kunz is one of the greatest chefs to ever live.
Okay.
He was a mentor of mine. He was had a four-star New York Times restaurant in New York City. He created the greatest spoon in the world called the Kunz spoon.
Okay.
He passed away in 2020, but his spoon is used and beloved by everyone in the kitchen. If you go to a great restaurant, there's a 100% chance that they have this spoon in the kitchen.
Really?
And it is the most versatile.
Let me see. Can I see it?
So
if you're listening on as a podcast, thank you for listening. We appreciate it. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. But if please go to YouTube, because we love YouTube, and YouTube you can see where we're at, what we're doing, but you can also see the spoon.
Well, I mean, and I'll explain it, and I'll give a little card. We give this to our customers. I give this to chefs.
Okay.
It's meaningful. It tells the story of who we are because
I love it.
We care, and I buy these because Gray Kunz meant so much to me that we buy 500 at a time.
Wow.
To support this, but the classic spoon is 22 milliliters, and it is used for everything from basting, arizaying to picking up a piece of fish. This I actually love more, which is the smaller version of the spoon.
Oh, wow.
I'll show you the bigger one. First of all, it's beautiful. It's GK.
Oh, wow.
And
that is a beautiful spoon.
The bowl of the spoon is just like the perfect shape for saucing. So the bigger spoon, which I could show you, is what you'll see more. It's the more common one. This one is smaller, and it's perfect for small sauces because I know that you are plating a lot of your 3 Michelin star dishes at home for your kids.
Of course.
So this will.
I will take that spoon to Bulgaria.
So anyway, there's a little note for you.
Make an international spoon.
Anyways,
this is beautiful. Thank you very much.
For my appreciation to you.
I really, that's very thoughtful. We will do the spoon honors. Thank you.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about. Well, let's talk about why do you do that? Why do you give gifts?
So, well, I think that a gift in itself is meaningless other than the thought behind it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I give everybody a spoon, and we also have scales that we give, is one is that I want to give homage to the people that helped me become who I am, and Chef Gray Kunz did that. And two, because I believe that any action you take, any gift you give, anything that you do tells the story of who you are. And you know this better than anybody. Saying these things on a podcast is really important. Doing them, that's really where you actually tell your story of who you are. And your podcast is one piece of this. But the fact that you help every other person do that, that's more for me what I think tells the people who you are, what your brand is. And for me, this is that. I want people to understand what we believe, what I believe, what meez really is all about. I can't hand you a piece of software to do that.
Yeah.
And I think this does that.
Here's something I see restaurant operators struggle with all the time. You're running your restaurant on gut feel. You think you know how things are going, but you don't actually know until a bad review shows up online. And by then, it's just too late. That's the problem Ovation solves. Ovation is an AI-powered guest experience management platform built specifically for restaurants. With Ovation, you get real feedback from your actual guests, and the Ovation AI surfaces what's actually driving your scores down to specific menu items, day parts, locations, exactly what you need to fix. But the real magic is what happens in the moment. Because if a guest had a bad experience, you find out while they're still there so you can fix it before they leave a bad review and become a lost customer. And the crazy part is when you fix those issues in the moment, you naturally generate more 5-star reviews without even asking. So if you want to stop guessing, improve your online reviews, and start connecting with your guests in just a few clicks, check out ovationup.com/Shawn. Again, that's ovationup.com/SHAWN.
Well, I think for me, humans that run technology, I care more about who they are by how they show up. My favorite brands, whether it's a startup company, whether it's a publicly traded company, it's how do the leaders show up? How do they participate in events like this? Do they care? Do they listen to their customers? Saying that you're obsessed with your customers, but then how you show up and what you do with them are two totally different things. For me, the work that you guys do at meez, it reverberates because I'm fortunate that I go and investigate the greatest restaurateurs and their tech stacks, not only virtually, but in real life. And I ask them questions about the tools that they're using, and the amount of times that the best of the best have nothing but amazing things to say about Meez is a testament to you and the team that you guys have built.
I appreciate that. I think our goal is that ultimately there's a new part of the tech stack called recipes, and it starts at the bottom. Like, it has to be, a recipe tool at its heart, and it should live alongside your Restaurant 365, alongside your toast. And
Speaking of Restaurant 365, Tony Smith is right behind the camera, walking the floor, just shaking hands, founder and CEO.
Hey, Tony.
Founder and CEO of Restaurant 365. But that's why this show matters, is that you never know who you're going to walk. You literally can turn around and be talking to a CEO of a tech company, or you can talk to a startup that might become the next great thing in this restaurant space.
That's right. It's a beautiful show. I don't know how you have, for everybody here, Shawn is doing this 15 hours a day.
We're doing it a lot.
No breaks. And he's breaking his own labor laws. And I am going to
There's no Bulgarian labor laws.
I'm reporting him to whatever
you can't
HR
report me.
his company has.
As long as we film it, it's all good.
You need a break, dude. You need
I'll take a break on Wednesday.
I remember this from last year.
I'll take a break on Wednesday.
Nonstop. It's impressive, man.
What's the name of the podcast? How do people stay in touch with you? How do they stay in touch with the Meez team?
Meez, the phonetic spelling of mise en place, which is everything in its place, is our tech. Getmeez.com, GETMEEZ, and the podcast is the Meez Podcast, so MEEZ, and you can find it on anywhere that there's.
And subscribe to the
podcast
newsletter. We believe audio, video, words, and images, omni-channel storytelling, but they do a really great job talking about things that are important to the industry. I absolutely love reading it. I love it when it hits my inbox.
Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, that's the Scaling Up newsletter. I actually write that every week.
Yeah, I there's a reason why I love it. It's really well written.
It's hard to keep up with, but it's important.
Well, I'm one of the open rates.
All right. I love it. I send recipes. Hopefully you get some of the recipes.
As always, guys, we appreciate you. You can reach out to me anytime. I'm weirdly available at Shawn P. Walchef. We'll see you at the next restaurant show. Check out Meez. Check out Josh. We appreciate you, man.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Shawn.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you've made it this long, you are part of the community. You're part of the tribe. We can't do this alone. We started, no one was listening. Now we have a community of digital hospitality leaders all over the globe. Please check out our new series called Restaurant Technology Substack. It's a Substack newsletter. It's free. It's some of our deep work on the best technology for restaurants. Also, go to YouTube and subscribe to Cali Barbecue Media. Cali BBQ Media on YouTube. We've been putting out a lot of new original content. Hopefully you guys like that content. If you want to work with us, go to betheshow.media. We show up all over the United States, some international countries. We would love to work with you and your growing brand on digital storytelling. You can reach out to me anytime at Shawn P. Walchef on Instagram. I'm weirdly available. Stay curious, get involved, and don't be afraid to ask for help. We'll catch you next episode.